Alrighty, welcome back to A Token of Persuasion. Today we'll be playing Downpour Drenches the World. Really exciting, really fun spirit. Got this really cool mechanic of replaying power cards or gaining energy based on how much water you have. And so it's similar to, what spirit is it? Here, right here, Stone's Unyielding Defiance. His relationship to stone is very similar to Downpour's relationship with water. You just want all the water, and water is equal to happiness. So anyway, one other really important special rule is your sacred sites do count as wetlands. And the reason why that's important is because your cards have a lot to do with wetlands, right? This card uses wetlands, this card uses wetlands, this card uses wetlands, and this card is one away from a wetland. So being able to make sacred sites is actually kind of important for you. So now the top track for Downpour focuses on elements. I mean, you do get that extra 2 energy bonus about 4 down the track there, whereas the bottom track focuses more on card plays as well as presence movement. So if you want a really fun game where you're playing one card for every single turn, except maybe in the late game, like late game, but you're playing that card like 3, 4, up to 5 times, I believe. Yeah, maximum 5 times a turn. Then the top track is the way to go. Totally and completely. Super fun. That being said, in harder adversaries, a lot of times you need to stop different types of things, and so having multiple card plays is really helpful. So as well as that presence movement, because that presence movement with rain and mud suppresses conflict adds defense to lands, right? So anyway, things to think about, but we're going to go ahead and just jump and get started. I'm going to focus on the bottom track this game, and you can kind of see where the presence movement as well as the power card plays, how that interlays with this particular spirit mechanic. But this top track is definitely a totally viable and fun way to play Downpour Drenches the World. So let's go ahead and get started. You do start with a presence in the lowest numbered wetland, which I love because there's blight here, and I'm good at cleaning up blight. You'll see that later in the game. And they explore, what do you know, the wetlands. So things to think about. If I can hit this threshold, then I believe I clear this land out on my turn without doing anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get a wind and 3 water, and see if I can do that by next turn, and then maybe add 1 presence. And then this is 1 away from a wetland, so I'm not going to actually be able to push this guy out because, well, oh no, it's if I grow there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grow. Let's see. I don't need the power boost yet. So when choosing growth options, growth 2 is a power boost for Downpour, but you discard 2 cards, so it kind of limits the options that you have. Growth 3, you could play, if you go to the top track, you could play growth 3 indefinitely and never reclaim, because you're only playing 1 power card and you're gaining a power card every time you do that. But we're going to do the bottom track. I'm going to go ahead and grow into this wetland here. I do get a presence movement, and I don't think I want it, so that's fine. And then we're going to gain a minor power. Downpour does excel with minor powers. Terror turns to madness. Now this is a fantastic card. It costs 0. It has my elements, and it does 3 fear in Terror level 1. That is incredible. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just pick that up. That is an easy choice for Downpour Drenches the World right there. Later stages of the game, 2 fear and a strife. Like, repeating this power card is just good stuff. So that makes me want to consider going the top track just so that I can repeat this power card 3 times. Now, the problem is you can't win with this card because once it hits Terror level 3, you're only adding strife. But anyway, that is a juicy card. So we're going to do that, and then we gain an energy. So gain an energy. from this growth option, and then we gain an energy from that. And I'm going to go ahead and play this card right here. And I don't have another power card play, but that's okay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and 3, 2, 1, pay. Let's go. Isolate, push an explorer and up to 2 dahan. Let's push this explorer over here. No dahan. This land is isolated. So that's over and done with, and we are going to go ahead and build here and then explore the jungles. Okay. Totally okay with that. Actually, I even like that. And I don't have any slows, so we're going to go ahead and time pass. So next, I need to make sure that I'm hitting the wind, water threshold. So what I need to do is I do need to power up so I can get 2 power card plays. And yeah, I could do this instead, and I'd still have 1 power card play and the same amount of water. But I think I'm going to do this. I might gain this water before I gain a move presence, just so that I'm not getting 3 water every turn. But right now, this turn I'll get 5, so that's okay. So presence 2 away, presence 2 away. Let's go ahead and just get my presence with the people. And then I'm going to move this presence there using my growth track. And what power cards do I want to play? So I need to play at least a moon, water, or sorry, all my cards have water. I need 1 wind. So I can go ahead and do that. And then, I don't know, maybe 2 damage to towns? Maybe 2 damage to towns? So this is a defend. Oh, I needed to not move that. Well, I guess. Okay. I'm going to add a presence here and then move that there. Okay. Instead of adding a presence to that jungle. And the reason why is because this is the range 0. So I need to be able to do 2 damage, and I need a defense 2 here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now let's gain energy and pay. And here we go. These are slows. Everything is slow except for my defense. My defense is fast, so this is defended for 2. Dahan counterattack is also down by 2, so something to notice. But we're going to go ahead and jump to the event here. So we're in Healthy Land. Next Explore card matches all lands without buildings instead of printed land type. Ignore the escalation. Choose a land with disease, 2 damage to invaders, and 2 damage to dahan. Okay, I don't think that matters, but that's fine. Each spirit with at least 2 dahan amongst land either reclaims a power card or regains the power card previously forgot. I think I'm just going to reclaim this. I really like that power card. Somewhat meh event here. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish off this city. It'd be really cool if I did, but this is range 0, so okay. Oh, and by the way, I got 2 additional waters from this growth option, so I do get to repeat power cards twice. So I probably will just do that, because that's just lots of fear. So they now ravage in the wetlands. This is defended for 2, but the dahan counterattack is down by 1, so the dahan only take out the town. There's no ravage up here, and then they build a town and a town. And then they will explore every land not matching all lands without buildings. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and explore here, here, and here, and here as well. It's a lot of explorers. I do not like that event, but it is what it is. So moving forward, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just do 2 damage to buildings here. And that's that. So it's a fear. Yeah. And then Terror Turns to Madness. I'm going to play this a total of 3 times because I'm going to repeat it twice. So play it and then repeat it and then repeat it, and that's 3 times. So that is going to be a total of 9 fear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now you can see why I like that card for me, because it costs 0 energy. No biggie. And I believe with that, time passes. Oh, and I also had this. Oh, I didn't need to add another presence there. Dahan it was already being defended by 2. I didn't realize that because I forgot to add the 2 water. I had 5 waters. Okay, so now time passes. So now we're kind of in an interesting point in the game where they're doing stuff in the mountains. They've got explorers everywhere. I could push this guy out, and I think I might. Do I want to defend this land? I might. Oh, I forgot to discard 2 cards. I would have had to discard these 2 cards because those were the only cards I had in my hand. So the question is, do I gain a power card and play this card? And go ahead and gain a water, and that'd give me 2 repeats. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to gain a minor power. Looking for that water. This is the only one with water. Don't love it, but some control's nice, I guess. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And we're going to play both of these, and I do get an energy from choosing that growth option, and this presence can be put at range 3. Let's go, we can start stacking here. It's fine. Or we'll go here. I don't know. I'll go here for now. I do have a total of 4 water, which is nice. I love that extra leaf, but looks like that's not happening yet. Not happening yet. So now gain energy and pay, and let's get to it. So this is a fast power. Isolate, push, and explore, and up to 2 dahan. This is not 1 away from... Okay. Now it is 1 away from a wetland. So let's go ahead and push this explore and 2 dahan here. That's great. So that's that. And this land is isolated. Don't know if that'll matter. And then I'm not defending enough here. So let me move a presence there in my growth. It's a little bit retrospective, but now it's defended for 2. And I'd love to have gotten dahan there. Oh, but I can. So now I'm going to go ahead and repeat this power card. I'm going to repeat it once, and it costs another energy, but let's go ahead and push and explore in 2 dahans, right? Let's push this explorer into the sands here. And now that will clear that out. Okay. This is a slow power 2 away from a sacred site, all fine and good. Let's go ahead and check out the event. We are in stage 2. After Ravage Step on each board, if no blight was added, add a town to the land with the highest number of invaders. Okay, I don't believe blight will be added, so in each land with beast, 1 damage per beast. Go ahead and clear that out, fine. On each board, add a dahan to a land with 2 or more dahan. Okay, let's go ahead. Where do we want this dahan? Probably here, I think. Because that land's about to be, they're both about to be cleared out, but this kind of spreads the dahan over the island. So, and now we get 2 fear cards. Choose land to isolate. Let's isolate this land. It might prevent some explorers, actually. And then here we have, come on, push 1 dahan from a land with invaders, or gather 1 dahan to a land with invaders. Let's go ahead and push this dahan here. And I'm gonna just, I'm assuming I'm gonna be able to defend it, so yeah, that's fine. They now ravage in the jungles. That does 1 fear. They build in the mountains, so they're gonna add a city, and then they will explore in the mountains. And interestingly enough, both these lands are isolated, so they just don't explore the mountains. That is huge. Time passes. Oh, not time passes. Sorry, I had another power. This power right here. What do I want to do? Push a blight, explore a town. Let's go ahead and push this explorer here. And maybe we'll be able to... I don't know. Wait, where are they ravaging? They're ravaging in the mountains. Yeah, let's push this explorer here. Okay. That's fine. I don't love that, but now time passes and this gets discarded. So here we are. I believe I'm going to have to reclaim and do that. So I gain a power card. Let's get one more minor. This is a defend 5. Honestly, I might just do that here. So you 5, 6, 7. So if I get a defend 1, then that'll cover it. It also does a fear. Or add a beast and a defend 4 with a sacred site. So 4, 5, 6. That would also cover and add a beast. But I'd have to first get a sacred site there, but that's fine. I have presence mobility. Let's see. But this does a fear. Potentially adds a beast. No, it's not going to add a beast. Don't have the moon. Okay, let's go ahead and just grab this, and I'll forget it for a major power. I know it doesn't have water, but this is only good when blighted lands, and my lands are not blighted yet. Otherwise, that'd be tasty. Okay, so now we know we have to play this card. Oh, and I get to move a presence too. Let's go ahead and move this presence here. Well, I'll do my normal presence movement here, and then I'll move this presence here. Does that work? Yeah, I think that works. By my normal, I mean this move of presence right here. So, okay. So we knew we have to play this card. And what else? We're going to be able to have energy to play any card, but I'd like to... I need the wind water. I need a wind water, so I can't play that card. This card is fine, actually. I'd like to get dahan in there. Is there any way I could? If instead of moving my presence here, I could push more dahan in there. So this is 5, 6. So I'm not going to move my presence there. I'm going to keep it here. Okay. I think that works. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. Yeah. So there we go. And then I have 3 waters. So let's go ahead and gain and pay. And here we go. 1 fear, push 2 dahan. It's going to push 2 dahan here. And defend... what is it? Defend 3. This land is defended for 3. And then this land is going to be defended for a total of 5 plus 1, because I'm also... was the land a wetland? It wasn't, so it's not isolated. Did I do the 1 fear? I don't know if I did. I'm going to say I did. Now I do 1 fear and defend 5 here, which becomes defend 6 because of my presence. I suppose this is a defend 4. So anyway, I don't have the moon, so I don't add those. And there we go. Okay, so now we checked out this event. Dahan counterattack is down by 1, so they're only doing 5 damage, but that should still clear out the town city. We are in stage 2, so if the land is healthy on each board, choose a land with buildings and ravage there. I think I actually like that, because what I do is I choose this land and I ravage, and these dahan fight back. This dahan is damaged, but that's okay. That does 1, 2, 3 fear. Okay. But now this land is still defended for 6, so for when these explorers ravage, they're just not going to do anything. That's great. Love it. On each board, destroy 2 explorers among beasts. Too bad. In each land with 3 or more dahan, 2 damage and defend 2. Okay. 2 damage and defend 2. Didn't even get to their second ravage. And now this is a defend 8. Okay. Alright. That's fine, I guess. I'm now fear cards. Okay. On each board, push an explorer at range 2. Remove an explorer or town from a land with Badlands, Wilds, or Dahan. That doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Each player removes an explorer and one town from a land with beast, or one explorer, one away from a beast. We can go ahead and remove this explorer, I guess. I don't know. Okay. They now ravage and build in the mountains and explore in the wetlands. And they do get an explorer. I'm glad I destroyed that explorer. And they don't get another explorer there. Okay. So now time passes. So here we are back in the stuff. I do want to play this. I'm wondering if I do this and go for 3 card plays. I think I do. And get 2 waters. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go for 3 card plays. Let's get a presence here and a presence here. I need to discard 2 cards. I want to play this card. And I guess I could do this card. Just does 2 fear and adds a strife. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this card. And now I need to discard 2 cards, and we can discard these 2. Yeah, let's discard these 2. Okay. So now I go ahead and gain my energy, and then I pay. And I've got a total of 6 water, which allows me to do these three times, which is fantastic. So first we're going to isolate and push an explorer into dahan. So we're going to isolate, push an explorer to dahan. That's fine. And then isolate, push an explorer into dahan right here as well. So that land is isolated. This land is isolated. That was 1 repeat and cost 1 energy. So let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. I'll just be able to do that. And then I believe that's that. Yeah. My dahan, this is defended for 1, so we should be fine. Okay. New species spread. Adding blight to lands with buildings. Or 4 energy 8 of my moon. I do have 2 moon, and I could forget this card. I did say I'd consider forgetting it. So, okay. Add beast to land with buildings. Is that going to be fine? I think that's fine. Or add blight to a land with buildings. I don't really want to add blight. Yeah, we'll just forget this card. Forget it. Not a big deal. 1 fear per player. And then add a beast to a land with buildings. Love it. On half the boards rounding up, add a dahan to a land with dahan and invaders. This is the only land with dahan and invaders. 2 damage to dahan there. So that just takes that out. Each spirit with at least 2 dahan gains 1 energy. So let's go ahead and gain an energy. I like that a lot. And now no fear cards. Unfortunately, we are close to tier level 3, so that's great. Ravage in the mountains. Build in the wetlands. You can see they're not building and exploring. Sorry, in the sands. And what do you know? They don't actually explore here. They do get an explorer there, and that is exactly what I like to see. Exploring all in the same places. And now we choose this, and I'm going to play it just as it is, which does 2 fear and adds a strife. 2 fear, add a strife. And then I'm going to repeat it, which does 2 fear and adds a strife. Go ahead and strife it again. And then I'm going to repeat it 1 more time, which does 2 fear. What do you know? Another fear card, now tier level 3. And add a strife again to this city. So, now this card is no longer really good for fear. Strife is okay, but now time passes. And I think we know where this is going. I'm going to go ahead and add a presence right here. And then I'm going to move a presence right here, I guess. I don't know. using this. So I added a presence using this, and I'm going to gain a major power. That's kind of risky. Too risky. Didn't matter. Okay. This one only costs 3. Okay. So I gain a major power, and I gain an energy. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and gain energy, and we're going to play this card right here. It doesn't even do anything. I need it. I need to be able to repeat it 3 times. So close. I'm not even getting defense, but it doesn't really matter. They're building in the sands. Okay. I guess. Oh, I'm just gonna forget this card. I'm gonna do a weird thing. I already gained a power card, which was silly of me. I should have just reclaimed. Well, I guess I still could and not add a presence. Let me not add a presence and reclaim, because that also gains a power card. And I get 1 less energy. That's okay. And I'm going to reclaim. Move a presence 2. Let's move this presence 2. Okay. So now what we're going to do is... Let's see. I want to play these 2 power cards, and the reason why is because it allows me to clean up the blight, and that's all I can really do. Because I can't quite clear out this land this turn, so I might as well just start. I'm going to target another spirit, because I think this is more of a support-based card. I know in solo games you can target yourself, but you know. But I'm going to do it after. What I'm going to do right here is I'm going to gain an energy and remove 1 presence and remove this blight. So I destroy this presence right here, and I gain an energy. And then I'm going to put it back into this wetland, because I have a sacred site there. And that's that. And then this is the slow power, and this is defended for 4 right now. So this actually is fully defended, funnily enough. Let's check out this event. On exactly 1 coastal city, on each board with exactly 1 coastal city, add a town to a coastal land without cities. I very much dislike that, but it is what it is. Okay. In lands with strife or disease, they skip ravage actions. Okay, they're not ravaging. Choose land with... Oh. Okay, I'm going to actually add it here. I'm adding it there instead. Choose a land with towns in dahan. Oh, what do you know? There's towns in dahan. Push 1 town per dahan. Oh, what do you know? That's so nice. How convenient. Okay. Fear card. Terror level 3. Each player adds strife to land with... Interesting. Okay, strife with presence. Each invader with strife deals damage to other invaders in its land. So I guess I just add this strife here, and then this... I'm actually going to have the town do damage to the city, and the city's going to do damage to these guys there. And we'll see how that works. And then we have 1 more card. Each player removes an explorer or town from any land. Let's go ahead and remove this town here. I guess the... Yeah, there we go. They now ravage in the wetlands, build in the sands, skipping this build, and they explore in the coasts. Interesting. Interesting. So the question is, I have slows right now. I guess I can push this guy here. I'll do that. Okay. That's fine. And then I believe time passes. If I just defend this... Oh, wait, that's right. I'm just going to replay this card many a times. So I'm going to go ahead and choose growth option 2. I'm going to play this card right here. And I guess I have to discard 2 cards, but I can play another one. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll do this one as well because it costs 0. Then I'm discarding these 2 cards, and then I'm getting 2 water. Okay, so now what we have is the bottom threshold here. So each presence is going to grant and defend 1, and I can move a presence. I'm going to move this presence here and this presence here. Okay. And then hopefully they ravage. And then what I do, yeah, let's gain energy and pay. So first, 1 fear, push 2 dahan, defend 3. 1 fear, push 2 dahan, and defend 3. Dahan counterattack is lowered right now by a total of 4. So we could get another dahan in there. Or I could move a presence out somehow, but I can't move a presence out. Is it a wetland right here? It is a wetland. This land is isolated. It's nice. Okay. That's that. This is a slow power. I'm just gonna... No, I'll just wait till the slow. It is what it is. Okay. Event. I don't want to add blight because the game is about to end. Do I have any... I don't have a single card with animal. Okay, I guess I remove a beast and add a disease. Can I add it anywhere? Add a disease. Okay. Yeah. I guess I can add it there because they're about to build, and the disease isn't hurting this turn. Okay. Discard the top minor power. Top minor power is fast. Dang it. Okay, add a blight. And there's no way to prevent that. That kind of stinks. I'll just add it back to where it was. I tried. Invaders of Dahan have -1 health this turn. That's fine. Fine, fine, and fine. Okay, on each board with 4 or more buildings and 4 or fewer dahan does not count. No fear cards. They now ravage the sands. So 1 strife goes away, and these guys, this counterattack is lowered by 4, and it's defended by 4, and so nothing happens. Unfortunately, they build in the coast, and they skip build. They actually do add a town here. Not that it's going to matter, as you'll see in just a moment. And then they're going to explore where? The mountain jungles. Mountain... Oh, hold up. They don't explore there. Mountain jungle. This land is isolated, so they don't explore there. But that's that. Okay. And then... the game ends as I repeat this power card 3 times in this land, which clears out the city and this town, does 3 fear, and there we go. So, not great. Could have been better, but you can see I was very much in control the entire game. I didn't feel like I was really struggling with overwhelming amounts of people all over the place. I definitely had some presence movement that was not necessary because I went that bottom track, but when you're in higher difficulties, that presence movement is necessary because having an extra defense or 2 defense of different lands is actually really incredibly helpful. And obviously this card is kind of the game-winning card, is you repeat it 3 times. I did have to pay 2 energy to repeat it, but I actually could have... and then I guess I gain an energy with that. But I play it 3 times there, and then you can see it clears every single building in anywhere I want, really, because anywhere I want can be a wetlands because my presence is so mobile, right? So there you have it. That's Downpour Drenches the World. Hopefully you got a better sense of like how this spirit works. The water nourishes life's growth, as that innate power on the bottom right there that we didn't actually use very much. I have had success with that card in the past, because you can remove blight really easy, or sorry, remove blight really easily. You just destroy your presence. It's not technically destroying, so it doesn't trigger destroying, but it goes in the destroyed pool. So you can put it back out with what's this card? Gift of Abundance, right? Because you're putting your presence back out, and you're going to be in a wetlands because every sacred site's a wetland. So that has some really cool synergies there, and it helps you gain energy. I've noticed that that particular threshold is easier to get when you're going kind of a mixed top-bottom track, because you get 2 power card plays, so you're likely playing a leaf, but you also get that leaf from the top track. So getting that, I mean, as you can see, getting 5-6 water is totally doable, even relatively early in the game. But those 2-3 leaf is a little bit harder. But that energy and blight removal can be really helpful. I mean, if you think about it, removing a blight and destroying a presence is essentially having an infinite defense in that land, right? You can blight, and then you just go in there and remove it in the fast, because you can move a presence and then remove it. Like, that land had infinite defense, unless you consider the dahan that it might or might not be there. But anyway, really fun spirit. It always feels cool when you get a fear card like this, and it just, you're like, oh yeah, okay, 9 fear, cost me literally 0 energy, but we're now this far down in the fear track here, so that's always cool. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Next up, we've got Finder of Paths Unseen. A lot of people's very scare spirit because of the track and its weird special rules, but we'll go ahead and get into that next time. Thanks for tuning in, and see you then.